Hey everyone, and welcome back to Episode Breakdown. I'm Oliver, and if you thought the previous episodes of The Last Frontier were tense, buckle up because Episode 5, Arnak, is an absolute roller coaster that ends with the entire world of this show being thrown into darkness. Seriously, grab your favorite snack because we are diving deep into all the spoiler-filled details. We've got a criminally insane genius, a desperate parent's ultimatum, a fake hard drive, and a cliffhanger that changes everything. Let's break it down. First, let's pick up with Kira. We left her injured and freezing in the wilderness, and thankfully she's found by a man named Cal from the local Tanana community. He wraps her in reindeer skin for warmth, such a powerful, visceral detail, and gets her to safety. The moment she can speak, she drops the bomb we've been waiting for. She identifies her and Luke's captor as the escaped convict Isaac Romero.
You sure?
Positive.
Yeah? Okay, it's okay. You're okay. Come here.
This confirmation sends Frank and Sarah into a unified, frantic search for their son. And guys, the emotion here is raw. Sarah's justifiably a ball of fury and terror. And all the past trauma of losing a daughter comes flooding back. In a heartbreaking moment, she lays out an ultimatum to Frank. He has to choose once and for all between his job and his family. It's a gut punch, and you can see it rack Frank. But Frank's cop brain can't switch off. His investigation into Romero reveals this isn't your average criminal. Romero was a gifted Naval Academy grad, handpicked by DARPA to build sophisticated surveillance machines. He's a genius engineer who later spiraled into severe mental instability, becoming a criminally insane conspiracy theorist who now hates the very systems he created.
Romero was clinically paranoid and criminally insane. He graduated from the Naval Academy with honors. Majored in robotics and control engineering. Worked post-grad with DARPA, where he built all kinds of surveillance.
Their big break comes when they find a stranded civilian whose road salting truck was stolen by Romero with Luke inside. Frank, being the brilliant investigator he is, realizes the stolen truck would leave a trail of the icing salt. They follow this trail and find the vandalized power substation, where Sarah discovers Luke's gloves. And this is where Sarah puts it all together. She realizes the substation powers the nearby HARP research facility. Romero's final target isn't just to hide, it's to destroy HARP.
Where do these power lines go?
Delta Junction, Toke.
Isn't Gakona in that direction?
Yeah, that's where HARP's located.
And that leads us to our main showdown. Romero, with a captive Luke, forced to help him, is at the remote HARP facility. He believes HARP is a massive government surveillance hub designed to steal our private information, and he's there to expose the truth and blow it all up, even having Luke film his historic act. Frank and Sarah arrive to find Romero holding Luke at gunpoint. Frank does what any great father would do and offers himself in exchange for his son. Romero actually releases Luke, but before he can be taken, Sarah, acting on pure, unstoppable maternal instinct, rams Romero with the car and kills him instantly.
Luke! Oh, come here. Oh, let me look at you. You right?
Now, while all this is going on, the hunt for the elusive Havlock continues, and he's playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. In a bold move, he calls Frank directly with the cryptic question, "Can I trust you?" He then forces Frank to take an off speakerphone by referencing a secret from his past, a secret we, the audience, don't know yet. This, of course, makes Sydney and Hutch super suspicious of Frank.
Frank, please pick up the phone. I don't want to do this in front of everyone.
Do what?
Talk about our secret.
The call is traced to a motel room, but when they raid it, Havlock is long gone. He's left behind two things: the dog he rescued earlier and what appears to be the coveted Archive 6 hard drive. Hutch wants to send it to the FBI, but Sydney is skeptical. And her skepticism is proven right when Havlock corners her at a bar. He proposes she run away with him to a beach in Goa, implying that with the real Archive 6, they'd be untouchable. She refuses, but he reveals the kicker. The hard drive he left behind is a complete fake, filled with nothing but flight navigation data. And Sydney, in a huge power move, keeps this true to herself.
Where's the archive?
It's safe.
Is it here?
You tell me. Did your team find it in my hotel room? The archive were untouchable.
And the threads keep unraveling. Amid the chaos, the town holds a potluck at the Mega Bar to honor Deputy Donnie, giving us a beautiful moment of community. But in the car, Sarah's guilt overwhelms her. She finally confesses to Frank and gives him the SD card that Havlock gave her when he kidnapped her. She had hidden it, afraid of what it meant for their family. Frank and Hutch analyze it and discover it's the flight deck recording from the crash plane.
Mayday, November 207, engine fire, requesting immediate vectors for landing. We're losing pressure. We gotta get down.
Havlock sent you the flight deck recording?
This leads Frank to a bombshell theory. The plane crash wasn't an accident, and it wasn't Havlock. He believes the CIA shot the plane down to assassinate Havlock because he was a liability. This is huge. And speaking of the CIA, they're putting immense pressure on Sydney, even raiding her dementia-stricken mother's house to manipulate her. It's a cruel, personal blow that shows how far these institutions will go. But here's the terrifying twist. Romero's death doesn't stop his plan. Meanwhile, back at the station, Cole finds old conspiracy videos Romero posted online.
Evidently, there's a switch that tells the facility to go to battery backup in an emergency. Romero claims that switch represents a flaw in the system. If the switch isn't in place when the facility is brought back online, power from the primary and the battery backup will both be fed through the network.
In them, Romero explains his masterstroke. If the main and backup power at HARP runs simultaneously, it causes a catastrophic failure. Romero disabled the safety switch, so his plan was already in motion. Despite Frank's team realizing the danger, they are too late. The power overloads and the episode ends on one of the most chilling cliffhangers I've seen. We watch, one by one, as every light in the town of Fairbanks flickers and dies, plunging the entire community into a deliberate citywide blackout. It's a stunning visual, and it leaves everyone vulnerable to the other escaped convicts still on the loose.
When I call the general, tell him it's a trap. Tell him not to power up.
So what are the big takeaway from Arnak? This episode masterfully blurs the line between truth and paranoia. Romero is insane, but his rants about government surveillance, they hit a little close to home, making us question everything. This show argues that big institutions are willing to sacrifice individuals, seen in Frank's CIA theory and their treatment of Sydney. But at its core, this is an episode about family. Frank and Sarah's desperate search, Sarah's ultimatum, Sydney's fractured loyalties, it all comes down to protecting your own. Frank is trying to hold his family and his entire town together as the literal lights go out. And what an ending! A citywide blackout, a faked archive, and a CIA cover-up? The board is set for an explosive final stretch. But what did you think? Was Sarah justified in her ultimatum? Do you think Frank's CIA theory is correct? And what is the secret from his past that Havlock knows? Let me know all your thoughts and theories down in the comments below.